Time is flying by. It's almost a new month, so it's time for a new budget. Here is our June 2024 monthly household budget. Hey there, I'm Brittany Flammer, a financial coach with videos all about budgeting and money saving tips for you and your family. For a frame of reference, for a family of 7 living in northern Utah. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull up my spreadsheet with our budget. Starting with income, my husband is on salary, so he gets paid pretty much the same every month. He's a teacher. He did do some extra work throughout the entire school year. So he will be getting a couple of $100. I don't know the exact amount. He's not sure when he will get it, so he might get it in June, but we're not going to include that. We're just going to include what we know for sure he's going to get paid. And then if he gets that extra few $100s, then we will put it towards something. My business, I will plan on making $100. I'm sure I will make more than that, but I'm planning on at least $100 for investing. So this $100 we are going to invest. And then hopefully we will make more than that. But we try to live off of my husband's income, and then any money I make goes towards fun things. Interest, we do have money in online savings accounts, so we do earn some interest every single month, but I don't know exactly how much it's going to be. I don't plan for it. We don't include it in our budget. It's just a few dollars, and the interest that we do earn, we just let sit in whatever account they're in, so it just accumulates. So our total income will be just under $6,000 for the month of June. This is our take-home pay. This does have health insurance taken out, but it does not have any money taken out for retirement. Just FYI. Donations. For us, we like to do 10% of our gross pay. So I anticipate that will be right around $900, which you can see that's 15% of our take-home pay, but we focus on our gross pay. So now moving on to expenses, I'm going to go through expenses. I like to start with the fixed expenses, those expenses that are pretty consistent every single month because they're the easiest. And then I like to move on to the variable expenses. Those are the ones that I have more control over. If you want some help with your budget and learning how to figure out your finances, join me. I've got a free workshop in the next couple of days. It's a live workshop where I walk you through the 4 steps to break the paycheck to paycheck cycle. If you'd like to join, there is a link in the description box below so you can sign up for it. You can join me live, ask questions, or you can catch the recording if you can't make it live. Mortgage is our biggest expense and probably the most important. $1,376 is our bill for the month, and that's fixed, so we know that's what it's going to be. Electricity, $23 for the month. We have an average payment plan, so it'll be $23 every month until they readjust it. Natural gas, same thing. We're on an average payment plan, so it'll be $142 until they readjust it, which they do once, sometimes twice a year. Our city bill, I am guessing $200 because it is now summertime. We have a yard, a large lawn, and here in the desert in northern Utah, we have to water. So we have sprinklers, and our water is included in our city bill. So it goes way up in the summer. I am just guessing based off of what we paid last year, it'll be around $200. Life insurance is fixed at $11.10. This is my term life insurance. Our car insurance is right around $106. It fluctuates by a couple dollars, and we do pay it monthly. We don't get a discount for paying it every 6 months, and they let us pay monthly. So we pay monthly because it's easier. Phone bill, $30 for myself, $30 for my husband. Our daughter is on a prepaid phone, so we've already paid for hers for the year. Internet, $55 for the month. We were having issues, so we upgraded, and they had a special. So we have faster internet, but it's cheaper. So it's $55 for the month. Gas for our cars, $225 is what I am guessing. Prices have gone up, so I increased this from last month. That being said, my kids will be out of school for all of June. My husband will be out of town for most of the month, so it's just me, and I will do some driving around, but we're not going on any trips. So I figure $225 is probably pretty safe. Then piano and guitar. Our daughter that takes piano lessons is not taking them this summer. She will be gone for a lot of June, so she's not taking them. But we have a son that is starting guitar lessons, and I don't know how much they're going to be. It is just a neighborhood high schooler, family friend that's going to be teaching. I don't know the exact price. I'm guessing $50. So I plugged it in there. He will be doing that for the summer, and then we will reevaluate the school year to see if he keeps going. So for right now, it's just $50. And then preschool, my youngest just ended preschool, so I actually can delete this. We will never have preschool again. In the past, I would still keep it there just so when the fall comes around, when preschool starts again, I would not forget to add it to our budget, but we won't have to do that this year. So then we move on to groceries. I have $750, which this is the highest I've ever budgeted, I think. But it's summertime. My kids are at home. We spend more on groceries. I feel like they eat more in the summer just because they're around and not as busy. They eat more. And it takes time to prepare food. And so I don't want to spend all day, every day in the kitchen. So we do a lot more like road trips and snacky things. So I just spend more money. So I know that we're going to spend more money. So I bumped it up to $750. Eating out, I've got at $30. My husband, I mentioned, he'll be gone most of the month. So this will probably be me getting Little Caesars pizza once or twice with the kids while he's out of town. Miscellaneous, $25. I pretty much just keep it at that all the time. Entertainment, $25. I did mention the kids are out of school, but I increased our grocery budget. So I'm not increasing our entertainment, even though I can just pull it out of grocery. We'll buy things like chalk and stuff for activities, bubbles, that kind of stuff. That'll come out of our grocery bill because our groceries includes like our consumables, our toilet paper, that kind of stuff. Kids money, this is if they do all of their jobs, $50. I'm keeping it at that. The daughter that will be gone a lot for the month is the one that always does her jobs and gets paid. So I will spend less money on her, but I will probably spend more money for my other kids to babysit and help while I get work done for them to watch the younger ones. So babysitting, $25. So total expenses, just over $3,000 for the month. Moving on, we do not have any debt other than our mortgage, and that's already included. So I'm just going to move on to our savings. Some of this is long-term savings. Some of this is shorter-term sinking fund savings. Our emergency fund is funded, so we're not contributing anything to that. So I've got that at $0. My husband's fund money is $25, and he gets $25 for bike maintenance because he rides his bike so much. So he gets $50 every month. My fund money is $25 for the month. Life insurance, $68 for the month. We just put 68 in. So in the fall, when we pay it for the year, we have the full amount. House maintenance, $125. This is just, I feel like we spend a lot in the summer, but we put money in every month so that we have the money there when we need it. Vacation, we're putting in $150 for the month. House updates, I'm not adding anything to this. Anything that I make from my business, we are putting towards our house updates, which is currently adding a garage with an apartment. Clothing, $75 for the month. Gifts, $25 for the month. All of these ones with asterisks, these are automatic. I have it set up so it's automatically transferred out of my checking account into these savings accounts so that when we have to buy something, we've already got the money there. We just transfer it back over. Medical, $100. We do have health insurance, and all of our regular medical expenses we can pay with our flex spending, but we are setting aside money for braces so that when it's time for our next kid to have braces, we can pay for them up front and get a discount. Car expenses, $75. This is just the regular maintenance on vehicles. Christmas, we are not adding anything to that. I think we'll have enough in our account already, so we're not adding anything to that. Kids extracurricular, $300, and they are just getting more and more expensive. So I probably should be adding more to this. If we have any extra, or if there's anywhere I can pull out, I might add it to this because the fall is really expensive. We're paying for competitive soccer. We'll have to pay for school volleyball, and then it'll be club volleyball. And we have 2 kids doing soccer, so it's just getting more and more expensive. Now for our retirement, since it's not taken out of our paycheck, we put $400 into my husband's Roth IRA, $400 into my Roth IRA, and then we are putting $100 into non-retirement investments so that when it comes time for weddings or missions, or if we want to buy a second house to rent, whatever, we have the money for it. Or if when my husband's ready to retire, I'm not old enough for medical insurance, we can use that money to bridge the distance from retirement to when we can get our retirement funds. There are not nearly as many tax advantages of the non-retirement investing, but we have access to it whenever we want. So our total savings, almost $1,900, which is almost 32% of our income. So I feel great about that. You can see here we have an extra $17. So I could probably go in and add this to kids extracurricular. I will probably just leave it here, and at the end of the month, if we have extra, then I'll put it into our kids extracurricular. I mentioned the free workshop I'm doing on how to end the paycheck to paycheck cycle. I will walk you through the 4 steps that you need to do to get your budget set up and end that cycle. Join me at the link in the description box below for the free live workshop. I hope to see you there. If you can't make it live, sign up anyway and you will get the replay. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.